Hey everyone, Usman here, back with another video. I'm going to be taking like a MCU trivia quiz. This is from Buzzfeed. The gist is really of this video is to like basically test my knowledge of the Marvel Cinematic Universe and how much I know, and if I really know what I'm talking about. I always claim to know all these things in almost every one of these videos I've been doing, so I'm like, you know what? Why don't I just make a video where I just put myself up to the test, and everyone like around here who watches my videos or whatever can see what I get right, what I get wrong, all that kind of fun stuff. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment, letting me know what other kinds of videos would you like to see me doing. Iron Man. What song plays at the beginning of the movie? Iron Man by Black Sabbath, Back in Black by AC/DC, Ordinary World by Duran Duran, or Stairway to Heaven by Led Zeppelin? If I'm not mistaken, it is A. Iron Man by... Okay. Never mind. I got that wrong. I actually thought I got that... I actually thought I got that right. I think I remember now. I think, yeah, at the end of the first Iron Man, they did play the Iron Man. I am Iron Man. So, yeah, I got that wrong. I guess that's a bad start to this MCU quiz. But there's still some more questions. The Incredible Hulk. What does Tony tell Thaddeus Ross at the end of the film? That he wants to study the Hulk, that he knows about S.H.I.E.L.D., that they are trying to put a team together, that Thaddeus owes him money. See? Yay! I got that right. They are putting a team together, and this is a still from the post-credit scene at the end of that movie, so I got that correct. Thank goodness. Alright, next question. Iron Man 2. What fake name does Natasha use when she first meets Tony? Natalie Rushman, Natalia Romanoff, Nicole Rohan, or Naya Rabe? I believe it is Natalie Rushman. Yeah. This is a still of her saying, Rushman, Natalie Rushman. I remember that from that movie. Thor. What does Thor want another of when he's in the diner? A slice of pie, a piece of toast, a stack of pancakes, a cup of coffee. I'll go with a cup of coffee. Yes, that is right, a cup of coffee. Captain America the First Avenger. Where does Peggy tell Steve she wants to meet him for a dance before he plunges into the ice? The Cotton Club, the Stork Club, El Morocco, the Copacabana. I believe it is the Stork Club. Yes. Not Stark, Stork. I guess that's a form of deep cut in this universe. Okay, the Avengers. Natasha remarks to Clint that the Battle of New York is a lot like what? Their time in Budapest, their time in Prague, their time in Istanbul, or their time in Sokovia. I believe it is their time in Budapest. They always reference that all the time in their movies, like in every one of the movies. I think even in the new Black Widow movie, they reference Budapest in that film as well. It's part of her past as a spy. Iron Man 3. What is the name of the little boy Tony befriends while stranded? Harry, Henry, Harley, Holden. I believe it is Harley. That is correct. Thor the Dark World. Where do Sif and Volstagg hide the Reality Stone at the end of the movie? On Vormir, in a vault on Asgard. Inside Sif's sword, they give it to the Collector. They give it to the Collector. Yes, indeed they do. As the post-credit scene, I believe, for Thor the Dark World. I do remember that. Which sort of sets up Guardians of the Galaxy, which comes out like a year later, or like months later, where you get to see the Collector again in all his glory. Captain America the Winter Soldier. What does the Winter Soldier say after Steve recognizes him for the first time? Who the heck is Bucky? Do I know you? He's gone. What did you say? Yes, who the heck is Bucky? I do remember that. It took me some time to like remember it, but I was like, no, I remember it now. Okay, Guardians of the Galaxy. What were the 3 items Rocket claims he needs in order to escape the prison? A security card, a fork, and an ankle monitor, a security band, a battery, and a prosthetic leg, a pair of binoculars, a detonator, and a prosthetic leg, a knife, cable, wires, and Peter's mixtape. I think it's B. Yes, a security band, a battery, and a prosthetic leg. It took me some time to sort of remember what it was, but I'm like, you know what? I remember it now. It's all coming back to me now. Avengers: Age of Ultron. What word does Tony utter that makes Steve say language? This one. Yes, I do remember that one. Ant-Man. What does Darren Cross unsuccessfully shrink? Moose, sheep, duck, hamster. Sheep. Correct. Captain America: Civil War. Who isn't on Iron Man's team? Vision, Black Panther, Hawkeye, Black Widow. Well, that's easy. Hawkeye. That is correct. And Hawkeye is nowhere to be seen on this team. Doctor Strange. What type of doctor is Stephen Strange? Neurosurgeon, cardiothorac, cardiothoracic surgeon. Sorry if I mispronounced that. Trauma surgeon, plastic surgeon. I believe it is neurosurgeon. That's correct. I got it right. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Finish this line. I'm blank, y'all. Superman, Peter Pan, Underdog, Mary Poppins. Mary Poppins. That was a very popular line in that film after it came out. Spider-Man Homecoming. Who does Stanley appear as? A guy who Spider-Man helps cross the street, a neighbor who's disturbed by a car alarm, Peter's upstairs neighbor, a guy who works at a hot dog cart. I believe it is this one, a neighbor who's disturbed by a car alarm. I do remember that scene pretty well. Thor Ragnarok. What is Valkyrie's scrapper number? I think it's this one. Oh, yes, got it right. I was like debating. I was like, which one was it? Which one was it? And I'm like, okay, I think it's 142, and I was right. 142. It's very sort of, some of these are sort of deep cuts, but then some of them, well, I think almost all of them are deep cuts. Almost all of them, but you never know. Black Panther. What do Killmonger and Claw steal from the Museum of Great Britain? Just vibranium. Vibranium in a mask. A map of Wakanda. A map of Wakanda and vibranium. That one is tricky. I think a map of Wakanda? Or a mask? I can't remember. Oh, I was right. Okay, I was just like, I don't know which one it is. I'm trying to remember, and I was like, oh, I guess I was right. Because I know Eric stole it from there because he wanted to use it for when he was going to, like, basically go and kidnap Claw from when he was taken by Black Panther and the Dora Milaje, so I remember that. Avengers Infinity War. What elective class did Thor take on Asgard? Learning to speak Groot, hammer making, learning to fly a spaceship, how to take care of rabbits. This one. Learning to speak Groot. Ant-Man and the Wasp. Scott hid an old Ant-Man suit underneath a trophy. What did the trophy say? World's greatest dad, world's greatest superhero, world's greatest aunt, world's greatest grandma. This one. I do remember this part from the movie. It was kind of like a sort of running joke, I guess, or running gag, kind of. Captain Marvel was Carol's nickname for Monica. Sergeant Danger, Commander Monica, Lieutenant Trouble, General Mo. This one. Yep, I do remember that. That was when Monica was younger. Avengers Endgame. What is Natasha's final line before she sacrifices herself on Vormir? It's okay. Spider-Man Far From Home. What necklace does Peter buy from MJ? Black Dahlia necklace, Black Sunflower necklace, the St. Christopher necklace, and NYC Skyline necklace. I believe it's a Black Sunflower. Ooh. Okay, I guess I'm done. I got a 21 out of a 23, so I scored better than 87% of all quiz takers. This is the consensus. You're a better MCU fan. You're a huge Marvel Cinematic Universe fan. Not only did you see all of these movies in theaters on opening weekend, but you rewatched them several times. Not only do you know the general plot lines, but you remember some of the trickier details. That's great. Here's a bonus round. For extra points, here are a couple of questions about MCU shows which have aired on Disney Plus. So I guess it sort of aligns with the Disney Plus shows and the details that go along with that. So I'm going to take this part right now. Then, WandaVision. What is the first line of Agatha all along? Who's been controlling this everything? This thing. Who's been messing up everything? Who's been messing up? I think it's this. Yes, I got it. And I'm one of the people who didn't even like that song. I think I mentioned that in one of my other videos. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. How many dog tags is Bucky seen wearing throughout the show? That is tricky. I'll go with 2. Okay, cool. 2 out of 2 correct. You scored better than 100% of all the quiz takers. Go ahead and add that to your total. Superstar. So that is fantastic. So what, I only got like about 1 or 2 wrong. So that's kind of like just the general amount of answers I think I got wrong, really. That's not a bad thing in my opinion. I've seen these movies like many times, and I've seen them over a course of like the 13-year long span that they've been releasing them for. That's great though. That was a fun quiz to take, and I plan on making another one of these videos again sometime soon and testing my knowledge about that as well. I think I actually might make a video about my Marvel Comics knowledge, because this is about the cinematic universe, like, you know, the movies and stuff like that, and the Disney Plus shows, whatever. But I actually do want to make it about like the comics and what I remember about the comics, just that kind of thing. I'll just look up some more of those and make those fun videos and upload them and see how everybody responds to them. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe and all the other stuff I mentioned earlier in the video, and I'll see you next time.